Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Modesty33 here, aka Chris with a C, back at you with another video. If you're new to my channel, you just happen to click on, welcome. I try to put out 1 to 2 videos a week, usually on Sundays, you guys, so be on the lookout for that. I do sit downs, reviews, reactions, vlogs, so if any of that interests you, make sure you check out the prior videos on my channel, and if you see anything you like before you leave, make sure you subscribe. So today, you guys, I'm actually going to be doing a comparison between my two classic flaps. They're very different, and really they're almost like different bags. So maybe one might appeal to you over the other one. So I kind of did this a little bit when I unboxed my most recent bag, which is the Chanel Denimpression bag. And you'll see that one in the thumbnail, as well as my classic flap in the jumbo caviar leather. So I did kind of do maybe like a little slight brief comparison when I unboxed the bag. However, I wanted to kind of do a little bit more in depth, although it's not going to be like real deep in depth, but just kind of like a better comparison so you guys can see if you're thinking about maybe picking up a variation to the classic flap or maybe more of a seasonal style. So let's talk a little bit about that, you guys. So I do have both of my bags here in front of me. I'm going to start off with my actual caviar leather jumbo. This is the bag I actually wore today. I actually went to the mall a little bit earlier today, and yeah, lots of disappointments. So I'm looking for like some nice sandals for the summer and to kind of dress up, you know, some of my outfits a little bit. I thought I was going to be doing an unboxing for you guys of some Louis Vuitton sandals, but they ended up being too small, so I had to return them last week. So I went to Chanel this week to, you know, check out some of their sandals, and they had one pair that was very nice. However, it's a little bit, I feel like maybe it's a little bit too small. So, and they don't have the half size up. I'm waiting on a call to see if they have, you know, the full size up, and maybe I'll order those and maybe we'll do an unboxing. We'll see. But for now, I'm like seriously blessed with what I have. So let's talk about this jumbo right here, you guys. So, yeah, I did carry this out today to the mall, and I pretty much, yeah, it's pretty weighty. It's pretty full. If I was going to be going out all day, I wouldn't take this bag. I would actually defer to my denim bag just because it feels a little bit lighter on the shoulder. I want to go ahead and give you guys the dimensions of these bags, and I'll start with this one since this is the one that I'm holding up. But this bag was purchased in October of 2018, right before the price increase for that year. And yeah, I've had it since then. This is the Chanel Jumbo, or the large classic flap, in the caviar leather, quilted leather, and silver hardware. So yeah, this bag, I've had this for 3 years now, and she has definitely been loved. So yeah, we'll start with the dimensions for this particular bag. So as far as the base length for this bag, and if I'm looking down, I'm looking at my notes because I don't remember all these numbers in my head. I have better things to kind of, you know, concentrate and remember. So I have to write these things down. So as far as the base length for this bag, it is 11.75 inches on the base. As far as the width of the bag, which is going to be this portion right here, it is 3.5 inches or 3.5 inches. As far as the height of the bag, so we're looking at from here to here, yeah, here to here, it is 7.5 inches. I'm sorry, the bag's not completely in frame. And then as far as the strap drop, now when it's doubled, it says it has a strap drop of like 13.25 inches, and then when it's on the single strap, it has a strap drop of 23.75 inches. So it's rather long. I'm 5'6", and yeah, if I try to wear this bag on its longest setting, it does go like practically to the thigh, which if, you know, I'm in a pinch, I can do that. That's not a problem for me. But like, yeah, if you're shorter than that, it's going to probably go down to your knees. Like, so the strap drop with the single strap is very long. So it's I feel like it's most aesthetically pleasing, or it just looks nicer with when it's double strapped. Now, this is my first time actually carrying the bag like this today. I saw like this on YouTube where you just essentially like bring the strap all the way in and you just kind of let it sit inside of the bag. So I was actually able to kind of wear it like almost like a little top handle or crook of the arm, and I can also put it like over my shoulder like this with a little bit of the strap hanging. So but otherwise, yeah, you know, it's still gonna kind of do this little number. So yeah, I kind of carried it like on the crook of my arm today. And I'll include a few pictures at the end of the video, so I'm not gonna be doing any like modeling here. So yeah, So yeah, this is my first time kind of carrying it like this today, which, you know, was kind of nice. All the weight wasn't on my shoulder. It was like in the crook of my arm, and I just kind of rotated between my arms to redistribute the weight. So that is the dimensions of this particular bag, and you'll see, if I just have it up close, what it looks like. So again, I've had this bag for 3 years, silver hardware, and it looks really, really nice. Of course, you know, with carrying it, it does have some wear to it, but it's really not noticeable unless you look at it very up close and in depth. And typically, again, when you're wearing your bag out, no one's looking at your bag like that. And then even the hardware, it still looks really good. It's not really scratched up the CCs. We're gonna get into like what's in my bag for today, and then I'm gonna transfer it over to my denim one so you can kind of see the difference as far as the size is concerned. But let's get into the dimension of the denim one. Oh, my denim bag. So this is the bag I've probably been wearing the most. Yeah, I would say as of late. Like, I really haven't pulled out my jumbo like recently, just because typically, yeah, if I'm going out, I really just want to be quick. I'm going somewhere quick. I'm typically in like my casual wear, my casual clothes. I'm going grocery shopping, something like that. So I don't want a bag that's going to be a little bit more heavy or even dressier. I'm just kind of going in and out. So typically this has been my bag that I've been wearing recently. Absolutely love this bag. I just purchased this from Fashion File in February. So I didn't mention I purchased my jumbo new from the store from Neiman Marcus in North Carolina, again back in 2018. I purchased this one in February from Fashion File. So it's fairly new, and actually it was in excellent condition. It still had like stickers on the hardware. I actually just took the sticker off yesterday. And so, yeah, it was a new condition. It didn't come with the box, but it did come with the dust bag, and it also came with the care booklet. So yeah, this is the denim bag. It's in the color blue-green, and this is kind of what it looks like on the side and the back. And I still have some items in here. I'm gonna leave those items in here when I do the what's in my bag portion. I'll transfer everything over so you guys can kind of see a little bit. So there, again, are a few items in here. And I just added this chain right here to it when I purchased it. This is a chain from HRH Collection. She makes bag chains, along with, you know, a lot of other companies also do like little bag chains that you can attach to your bags if you're into that. I am, so I like to add a little bit of interest to the bag. So, you know, a lot of people who have this bag do have these chains, whether it's from HRH Collection or another company. So it just kind of gives you a little bit more versatility. And you know, I could have the bag strap kind of here, carry it like this as a top handle, and it almost gives me like a Chanel 19 type of vibe. So, and this is the strap right here. And this is in the silver hardware. The color on Fashion File is called like blue-green. All of these are gonna have a different, you know, variation of color when you see them. So yeah, just be mindful of that. This does come in quite a few colors, and even when it's considered, like, you'll see different bags that are purple, but they'll have more purple, some will have more black, some will be more like of a washed out denim. So yeah, you just have to be mindful of that, you know, all of them are not created equal. They all look a little bit different, but that makes the bag unique as well. So as far as the dimensions of this one, let me kind of get closer to my notes over here and give you guys the dimensions of this one. So this one, the base length, which is all the way down here, is 12.5 inches. So it's a little bit longer than my leather jumbo. And then as far as the height, it is 8 inches. So it's a little bit taller than the jumbo as well. And then as far as the width, it is 3 inches here. So the jumbo actually is 3.5 inches wide. So yeah, this one is not as wide as the jumbo, but it's still a good 3 inches. It's just missing that ½ inch. Then as far as the strap drop on this one, it goes down 12 inches. So it's a little bit shorter when it's double strapped. It's a little bit shorter and it goes up a little further than the jumbo does when it's double strapped, because this one's 12 inches. The jumbo is 13.25 inches as far as the strap drop when it's doubled up. Now, when this one is single, this one will be 22 inches. So it's a little bit shorter when it's crossbody or, you know, on the single strap on the shoulder than it would be for the jumbo, which that one is 23.75. So it comes up a little bit further, and then plus it's a little taller as well. So, yeah, it definitely looks different crossbody, I would say, than the jumbo does. Like, I don't mind having this bag crossbody or even on the one shoulder, even though it's still quite long on me being 5'6". Still, it goes down to kind of like, you know, the thigh area. But because it's such a casual bag, like to me, that's not a bad look. So those are the dimensions as far as the two different bags are concerned. Now let's get into the what's in my bag portion. And what I'm gonna do again is I'm gonna show you what's in the jumbo, and then I'm gonna transfer those items over here, and we'll kind of talk about that. And then I'm gonna get into like the pros and cons of both bags. So hopefully you're still sticking with me, you guys. I know we're like 10 minutes in now. So let me show you guys what's in this bag that I carried today. So this is everything in here today. And I do have, something in this pocket here. Now we're not getting into all the little interior pockets, but I'm certain you guys, you know, if you're watching this video, hopefully you've kind of seen some other videos about the Chanel Jumbo double flap. And again, this is a double flap. The denim one only has one flap, so it's one opening, very easy in and very easy out, you know, so but this one, you know, does have that double flap here. It does have this top zip pocket. It does have, again, the flap that you can close, which I've never done that before. I think most people on this bag don't, you know, actually close this bag, you know, close this flap here. You can for added security, like if you're in public or something, but it just makes it a little bit more difficult to kind of get in and out when you need to. So keep that in mind. But it does have this front pocket here. We have some wet ones in this front pocket. We also have, I'm gonna pull out the biggest thing, which is my toiletry, Louis Vuitton Toiletry 19. This is what's taking up the majority of the space in the bag. I'm not gonna take everything out of here, you guys, because that's gonna make it significantly longer, but I do have like a key pouch in here from Louis Vuitton. I have my Apple AirPods in here that are, you know, engraved. I have my L'Occitane lotion. I also have Chanel mirror, and I'm, you know, as I'm taking like a lot of things out, I have my Cartier pouch that has one of my rings in here. I also have like some Aleve. I'm just gonna kind of show you guys the rest of it. I have some Aleve. I have a Dior lip glow. I have some Altoid mints. That's the Aleve right there. I have some ink pens in here. I have a nail file. This is a nail file that I received from Fashion File when I actually purchased my denim bag right there. So, and then I have this Pat McGrath. This is probably my most recent lip product that I purchased. This is the Liquid Lust Flesh 3. I like this a lot better than her matte lipsticks. I tried her matte lipsticks before and they were way too drying for me. I do love a good matte lipstick, but it was very drying. But I heard some really good reviews about this one, so I did purchase this because I really love the color, the Flesh 3. So, you know, if you guys maybe tried her lip products before and you found them a little bit too drying for you, as they were for me, maybe try the Liquid Lust, because it's like essentially like a liquid, you know, a matte lipstick, but in liquid form. So it's actually not as drying. So just a, you know, FYI. But yeah, this is the Louis Vuitton Toiletry 19. So it is definitely something that I would use in my bigger bags, such as the jumbos that I have here, as well as my Fendi Peekaboo, also my Chanel backpack. Like, yeah, this definitely would go into those bags there. So I'm gonna put those items back in there a little bit later on before we move them over to the denim bag. So what else is in here? We have some tissues in here. We also have my Louis Vuitton round coin purse. We have that in here. And then we have my YSL card holder that I've been using this in September. At some point, I'm gonna switch back into my Chanel Zippy coin purse, but I've just been loving that card holder. It's so simple and easy. So yeah, and then this is the rest of the chain that I did pull in here. So yeah, that's everything in my Chanel Jumbo. So we're gonna go ahead and put this to the side. And yeah, that was pretty, it was pretty weighty today, but I'm glad that I actually had the chain on the inside, because that would have been really heavy on the shoulder, but it was not bad to carry it like crook of the arm. Even though it's a bigger bag, it still, you know, didn't look bad on me. I'll include a mod shot again at the end. You guys can see it, you know, for yourself. So we're gonna take all those same items and we're gonna put them in here. I already actually have a few items in here. Well, I have some air paper in here just because it didn't look right to take a picture for the thumbnail with it not having anything in it. It's not a structured bag, so you do have to stuff it so it looks like something. So these are the two items I have in here. I do have my Chanel round coin purse in here, and then I have this Shiseido sunscreen here. So these two items If I would have tried to stuff them in my jumbo, I could have, but I mean, the jumbo was already pretty much packed that you guys could see. So I just left these items out. In here is just another hand sanitizer, and then there are some Apple earbuds, the wired ones. So yeah, that's the only thing in here, and I think maybe a perfume. So I didn't need that today because I had the wet ones. So wet ones trump sanitizer for me, because you know it's 99%. What is it? Yeah, hypoallergenic. They're antibacterial hand wipes. I want to make sure I got that right. So yeah, I left these out from my bag today. I mean, the bag was already kind of heavy, so I'm gonna go ahead and just like put these other items back in, and then we're gonna put it into my denim bag here so you guys can see what that looks like. So we're just kind of rushing and putting all this back in. And I never close my toiletry 19 when it's inside of my bag, just because I like to have easy access. So let me just kind of show you guys what it looks like in here. It does have an interior pocket here, and then everything else is just kind of, hopefully you guys can see that, it's just denim all the way through and through, and this is just the interior. So we're gonna go ahead and put my toiletry 19 in here, and we just kind of put it to the one side. You guys can kind of see, takes up a good amount of room. But then I'll go ahead and put my card holder in the back pocket, put my round coin purse back in here, my Chanel round coin purse, my Shiseido sunscreen, as well as my wet ones, the antibacterial wipes, and maybe we'll add my lip product that I'm wearing for today. I just had it off to the side here, but this is the YSL. I don't know the full name of it, but it's like the, what is it? I don't know. It doesn't have it on here, but it's called the Slim, and the color is number 5. The Peculiar Pink is what I'm wearing today. So we're just adding all that back in here, and this is what it looks like. And you can still add more things inside of here. Again, it feels weighty, but it feels weighty because of the stuff that I have in here. If I just have it by the top handle, this is what it looks like. So it does sag, but I actually really like that look. It gives me, again, a Chanel 19 vibe. So without the Chanel 19 price, because the prices have gotten really like expensive. So even though, again, it's just 3 inches and it's missing the ½ inch from what the jumbo has, still, because it's a very flexible bag, you can make it work. And you can actually, I feel like, fit more in here because it is denim than you can in the jumbo. And it, feels, again, weighty, but it's not as heavy because it's just denim, which is, essentially, it's a thick denim now. So it's not like a really thin, like jean linen or jean denim. It is a very thick denim, like it's like double layered. So it is thick. So we will say that. And then, the back pocket, I could put my cell phone in here, but I'm filming on my phone right now. So yeah. So yeah, that's everything in here. This is what it looks like. So let's talk about the pros and the cons of both of these bags now, since now I've stuffed this one. And I'll just go ahead and say that, again, as of late, I've been favoring more toward this one. This has definitely been my favorite bag. Not to discount the leather classic flat, because that one will always be classic. It will always dress up an outfit, but this one has just been such an easy bag. Again, it's the single flap, so you just open it, you get your stuff, and you close it back. And also, again, it fits so much. Anytime I just kind of put more and more in here, it gets a little bit heavier, but it's not unbearable. I can wear it crossbody, it still looks good. I can wear it on the shoulder, even though it's very long, it still looks really good. And I can wear it strapped, double. I can carry it like this, and again, it just gives you a very casual look. Now, with this top handle strap, they do tell you not to like put so much into the bag, because you do put a lot of stress and strain on the top handle, so it could potentially break off. So that's something to keep in mind. So I really wouldn't want to stuff the bag any more than what it currently is now. So let's talk about the pros and the cons. Since I'm have this one up, I'm just going to shift positions again. I'm going to go ahead and go into the pros and cons of this one, and then the actual leather classic flap jumbo, and then we'll go ahead and end off. So let's talk about the pros of this particular bag. And again, I'm looking down, but I could probably list them, but I want to make sure I don't forget anything. So the pros of this bag is it's very casual. So if you are a more casual dresser, you may tend to favor toward this particular bag because it may match your aesthetic a bit more. Very casual, but still, even though it's a casual bag, I feel like it still kind of dresses up a very basic outfit. So, you know, I just really love this bag. Just love it with very basic outfits because I just think the chain is what kind of dresses up the bag. The chain, and of course like the CC, like it's just such a pretty bag, even though it is a denim bag and it is, you know, it's I don't know, it's a very understated bag, but it still makes a statement. Maybe that's it. Understated, but it still makes a statement. That's the perfect way I feel like to describe this bag. So it's very casual, is a pro to me. It's very different, unique from your, you know, regular classic flaps. Also, it's lightweight. Again, I could carry this bag all day. I know I went to the mall a few weeks ago and I had to wait in a long behind Louis Vuitton line to get in there because I don't have an actual sales associate. Though since I did get in, I did get the name and number of a sales associate, so I do not have to wait in that long behind line no more. But I waited in that line almost 2 hours. Now, if I was waiting 2 hours with my leather jumbo, that would have been an issue. But this one, it was not bad. Maybe I had to shift a few times, but really, other than that, it really wasn't bad. And I was so grateful I brought this bag with me, having to wait in that line. It just was a nice bag to carry all day long, and it didn't really bother me at all. So yeah, it's very lightweight. It fits more than your jumbo. Again, I fit those other two items in there, and you saw that there's still like a good bit more that you can actually put on top. And pretty much with all the same items outside of my round coin purse and then the sunscreen, it was already stuffed in the jumbo, the leather jumbo, and it was pretty weighty and heavy. So you can fit more in here. The dimensions of this one, you know, as far as the height of it and the length of it are a little bit wider than your classic jumbo, so it does fit more. And then plus it is single flap, so you can just kind of stuff some more stuff on top, and that's what kind of limits the weight of this or the capacity of my leather or caviar jumbo as well, because it is a double flap, so it does cut off some space there that you could fit extra items that way as well. So yeah, this one does fit more. I did mention it's casual. Let's talk about a few cons. One of the cons is not structured. So it's not, if you are into structured bags, you may have to get like a bag organizer if you really like the aesthetic of this bag, but you don't like the slouchiness of it. I'm certain they probably do make bag organizers, so you may want to look into that if you're interested in this type of bag. I would say another con is it's not readily accessible, because I did have to purchase this one from Fashion File. They no longer, in my knowledge, have it in the store. I didn't ask about it when I went today because I wasn't looking for it. So, I mean, you can try to go in and see if maybe you can score it, but I feel like the biggest con is it's not readily available. So, I mean, you would have to go through maybe a reseller, someone on Instagram, and they gonna practically charge you your firstborn child. Like, I thought, you know, consignment stores were expensive, but honey, you talk to somebody on Instagram, they sitting up on yachts and chilling. I mean, I don't mean to talk about nobody, like, do your thing, do your thing. But I was very shocked because I thought certainly, like, you know, going through an Instagram like reseller like would be less expensive than going through like Fashion File or the Real or, you know, places like that. But those prices were actually a lot closer to retail. They were still above retail, but they were a lot closer to retail than the Instagram sellers were. So that is probably the biggest con, is like what this would probably cost you now. It will probably cost you as much as I wouldn't say as much as the current price of the you know, Chanel Jumbo Classic Flap, but probably not that far from it, to be honest. So yeah, when I saw it on Fashion File, I snapped it right up because it was in my budget to, you know, pay what I paid for this particular bag. So that was, I would say that's the biggest con, is that it's not readily accessible. And that's something I didn't write down, but I just thought about that. So it's not structured, it's not readily accessible, so you would have to probably pay a markup if you really wanted this bag. Also, it may absorb smells. That was the one thing I kind of thought about with this bag, that kind of, I was like, do I want to keep it? Do I want to return it? that's kind of the one thing. Like, I wouldn't recommend taking this to like a barbecue or anything like that where it's smoky, or maybe like not like a 4th of July celebration or New Year's, celebration, because I don't know, I guess that just kind of concerns me that, you'll have a smoky barbecue, a smoky outing, and then the bag is just going to absorb those smells and it's just going to smell like that. And I don't actually know how to get smells out of this bag. I haven't looked that up, so that's something that I would probably recommend keeping this one at the house if you're going to that type of event. Take your leather bag, or a canvas bag that is going to be a little bit better as far as that's concerned. The other thing is it could get stained. That's another thing that worries me. I haven't gotten anything on it yet. Again, I've just had it since February, but it kind of concerns me, like, what if I stain this bag or spill something on it? Which I've been super careful with it. That hasn't happened, but I don't know how to actually take stains out of this. I guess you would have to take it to a dry cleaner or something. I don't know. But anyone else who has this bag or who has like fabric or denim bags, let me know, comment below. I definitely would be curious. I don't know if you could take the bag back to Chanel and if they would, have a little spa or something like that for some of their more seasonal bags. That might be an option as well, but I didn't purchase this bag from Chanel, so I don't know if they would do that, but I have purchased from Chanel, but not this bag in particular. So if anyone knows, definitely comment below, let me know. But I would say that that's definitely a con, because whereas with my leather bag, I could just do a wet wipe or, a non-alcoholic wipe and just kind of clean off anything on it. I don't think that would necessarily work, especially depending on the type of stain you would get into this particular bag. So that's another con. I would say that's probably the last con for me though. Yeah, the last few cons are probably the biggest ones, as far as it not being accessible, and then, maybe absorbing smells and then spilling something on it. That would be, I would say those are the biggest cons to me of this particular bag. It not being structured, I like the fact that it's not structured personally, but that might be something that bothers you, so definitely keep that in mind. So moving on to the classic flap jumbo, let's talk about the pros and cons of this particular bag here. So pros, I say it's a very classic look. It's a classic style to Chanel, so it will never go out of style. It doesn't matter how many people are selling their classic flaps right now, there are always people on the other end who are buying them. So even if you don't like it, somebody else still likes it. It still is a very classic design to Chanel. So and because of the fact that is so desirable, even though maybe the jumbo's not as desirable, but I feel like, I don't know, I'm kind of back into bigger bags. I was into like smaller bags for a period, but I've been really enjoying my bigger bags now. So I think other people might be feeling the same way. And so I don't know, people who sold their jumbos, again, somebody on the other end is feeling extremely blessed to have received a jumbo under current retail. So I don't know. I just feel like this bag will never go out of style. It doesn't matter what size. The smaller sizes, again, definitely are more popular. However, this bag will still never go out of size or style. Even the bigger one, the maxi, I don't feel like it will go out of style. So it's a very classic look. It will always be sold at Chanel. It will typically always go up in price. Like since I purchased this one, the price has almost gone up, almost $2,000 since I purchased this 3 years ago. Not quite, but it wouldn't surprise me if by the end of this year or next year, it will be $2,000 or over. So definitely it retains its value. It goes up in price. That's probably a con for the seasonal bags. Typically, unless it's very desirable, it's not gonna have the same staying power as this particular bag, which the denim one has gone up on the resale market, but denim may not necessarily be desirable, but this bag will definitely always be desirable regardless of like the size, I feel like personally. It dresses up any outfit. Like I'm just kind of wearing a polka dot little shirt today and some black pants and some sandals. You'll see my outfit of the day a little later on, and it totally makes the outfit like look a lot dressier and classier. It does that even when you're wearing more casual clothes, and definitely if you're wearing more dressy clothes, and especially if you have the smaller sizes of this bag, you're going out to dinner, it definitely dresses up your look. The other thing is it goes up in price, so that's a positive thing and a pro in my opinion, because it adds value to the bag. And if you ever do want to sell it, or you have to sell it to fund something else that is, for your family, or that you're in need of some cash, you can possibly make money off of the bag, but it's considered, when we talk about it being like maybe an investment, it's really considered a long-term investment. So you couldn't buy the bag today and then go sell it for above retail tomorrow. It takes years for you to actually see that return on investment. So even if I sold this bag, even having it 3 years, I probably could get what I paid for it before taxes, I would say. I would definitely expect to get what I paid for this bag before taxes, but maybe not necessarily after taxes, what I paid, which was like an additional $300 or $400. So I might have to like let that go, but if I can get the majority of what I paid, I would expect to be able to get paid back what I paid before taxes personally after 3 years, since the bag again has gone up almost $2,000 outside of taxes, you know, just with the retail price of it. So I would definitely say in another year or two, like after taxes, I probably could get back everything that I paid for this bag, given all of the price increases. So that's actually a good thing if you already own the bag. Now, one of the cons, yeah, like it's expensive. It's a very expensive bag. What it currently retails for, I would not pay that personally. And the reason why I purchased this bag when I did is because I already told myself I was not willing to pay a penny or a dime more than what they were asking for this bag, because already it's an expensive bag. It was expensive when I bought it 10 years ago. It was expensive to whoever bought it then, but you know, they are feeling extremely blessed and fortunate now to still own it, and especially if it's in good condition, because let me tell you, like, again, these bags definitely have gone up in price. So that is the biggest con, is the price of it. I mean, if you rolling in dough like that, then, you know, go off, get you, you know, a brand new one from the store. But personally, if I decided I wanted to get another classic flap, I would definitely be looking pre-loved first. I would not want to pay retail price. I would only want to pay retail for a very, or rather unique bag, like in a very unique color, or, you know, a bag, something like that. But, you know, again, I would recommend, yeah, paying retail for something that's a little bit more special, a little bit different, as opposed to like these black ones, or in the silver hardware, the gold hardware, because a lot of times you can find them a little bit cheaper, you know, if you do secondhand. But some of those other bags that are in certain colors, like I was looking today for, like, I think there was a classic flap or a medium that was released in this really beautiful purple color. They're completely out. I think that was last season, but those bags are going for like $3,000-$4,000 above retail because it's so unique. So I would definitely recommend buying something like that in the store, but like this, I would probably go secondhand if I wanted another jumbo, just because, again, it's so expensive retail. So that's the biggest con. I would say it's not as versatile because of the fact that, yeah, when you do wear it across the body, it's very long. Even being, again, 5'6", if you're shorter than me, it's gonna practically go down to your knees, maybe even lower if you try to wear it crossbody. So really, basically the only way I wear it is, you know, double strapped on the shoulder. Again, if you put the strap inside, and I just did that today, you can wear it, you know, like top handle, or maybe as a shorter shoulder bag. But one of the cons I found, which I don't know if anyone talks about that as far as wearing this bag, because it's so boxy, it really hits my arm whenever I wear it, whether it's double strapped or even like this. So I found that actually the most comfortable way to wear it was how I wore it today, which was like crook of the arm. Because if I wear it on the shoulder, like this part is so structured and it's so hard, it hits my arm. And it's just really annoying after a while. Like, it's not painful, but it's bothersome, you know, it's cumbersome, it's annoying. So yeah. The other thing is, again, it's heavy. So yeah, like, it's a heavy bag, you know, it's a heavier bag. So if you put your items in here, like I had those items in here before, it definitely can get heavy if you're wearing it for a long period of time. I like the fact that it's a heavier bag. However, it's not a bag that I would take out for all day shopping. Maybe for a few hours, maybe if you're going out to a restaurant, you're going out for like a day date. I've done that before, and it's just, you know, a nice bag for that purpose. But, you know, if you're going to an amusement park, like if you go into the mall, if you're going to the Galleria and you're going shopping all day, I wouldn't recommend this bag. You know, again, I carried it earlier, but I only went to Chanel. I went to Zara real quick, in and out. And then I went to Saks Fifth and I was done. But so yeah, my shopping trip was under 2 hours. But if it was like 4 to 6 hours, if you're going out with friends, I personally wouldn't recommend this bag unless you're taking a lot of breaks, you're sitting down for coffee. Other than that, I think you should leave this bag at the house, or you're gonna be really sore, you're gonna be really bothered. I did carry this bag last year to the museum, and that was a mistake. So yeah, for like going around looking at the museum like 3-4 hours, I wouldn't recommend that straight. So yeah, so that's kind of the other con for this particular bag. But otherwise, I feel like you can't go wrong with either bag. But because of the different uses of them, they're almost two entirely different bags. So I did want to do like an in-depth comparison for you guys, and hopefully you did enjoy this. I'm gonna try to include some pictures either at the end, or they may be included within the video because the video is pretty long now, just to show you guys kind of how I wear each of these. So you can kind of get a few ideas if you're interested, and maybe, you know, you're okay with paying the Instagram price, or you find this bag somewhere else a little bit cheaper. I definitely would recommend this one for day-to-day use. This one is nice for, you know, going out if you want to add a little something extra to your outfit. Definitely is, you know, more of like a special occasion or event, or you want to feel special. A little bit more put together, a little bit more dressy. I would definitely recommend the leather, you know, classic flat bag, whatever size, but this is the jumbo. Both of these are jumbo. So that's pretty much it, you guys. Let me know if you have any questions about either of these bags below. I wanted to be a little bit more thorough, a little bit in depth about these bags. So hopefully after, you know, 36 minutes now, you guys get the point. And, you know, I've answered any questions you guys might have on either of these two bags. But thank you guys so much for watching, especially if you made it to the end of this video. If you have any questions, definitely comment below. Make sure you like this video if you enjoyed it, you learned something. Also, make sure you do, you know, share this video with anyone else who likes, you know, this type of content. Make sure you do subscribe to the channel completely free of charge. It really helps out my channel, as do the likes. So thank you guys again so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.